On a prison transport plane, a highly dangerous and mysterious man was brought aboard. Unlike the other prisoners, his face was tightly wrapped, and his body was covered in iron chains locked with multiple padlocks. Due to his extreme threat level, he was strapped into the last row of seats, isolated from the rest. As the plane continued its flight, all the prisoners were trying to figure out a way to escape. But this man simply twisted his neck, and a tooth with a piece of wire fell out. He carefully fumbled with the locks, preparing for the expected explosion. Suddenly, the engines caught fire, and the pilot made an emergency landing attempt. Some prisoners tragically fell, while others seized the opportunity to grab the handcuff keys. The man freed himself just as the marshals started rushing toward him. At 600 meters above the ground, they were nearing a valley in Alaska as their emergency landing spot. The prisoners began to attack the marshals and the pilot. Amid the chaos, a bearded man emerged. Sometime later, the town sheriff received reports of heavy smoke nearby. In order to investigate, Sheriff Frank and his officers flew out in a helicopter toward the source. The crash site was where the plane had landed. There, they found the bodies of several marshals and the discarded iron shackles. Frank glanced at the plane and noticed a survivor. They were preparing to lift the marshal onto the helicopter, but the prisoners charged again. The prisoners attacked the three officers like zombies, making it nearly impossible to defend themselves. After a few gunshots rang out, the prisoners retreated. Two of the officers attempted to help Marshal Adam, who had been stabbed multiple times and couldn't stand. But as the prisoners attacked again, Frank was forced to face them alone. The prisoners knocked Frank down and threw his gun aside. Just when things seemed hopeless, another surviving marshal from the plane appeared.